Call this meeting to order. Do we have our board member online? Oh, there she is. Okay. Well, if we need an audio check, we have Christy tonight. All right, we're gonna begin with the with the Pledge of Allegiance. All right. Good evening. Any agenda adjustment?
I have two. I just want to make sure people are aware. So 5.3, Director's Reports, it currently says February 12th. That it happens to be a Thursday, which is not when we meet. So it's February 11th. That is the correct date. And then also, I just want to add in Section 12, when we have our future meetings, just the addition of some of our board workshop dates and just making sure that people are aware when those are. We'll make sure that the minutes reflect these, but the meeting dates for our future business meetings are February 11th, February 23rd, and then we have a number of our actual board workshop dates. Some of these are also business meetings. I'll make sure that I note which are which. March 4th, 11th, 18th, and the 25th. And so it'll be a busy month of March just working through the budget, but I just wanted to make sure that people were aware of those future meetings. And that's all I have for adjustments.
Okay, I'm getting no voice online. It's on. Okay. Thank you for confirming, Stephanie. 2.1, to approve the minutes of the January 7th, 2026 Board of Directors meeting.
Second.
Discussion. Okay, seeing none, I'll call for the vote. Roll call this evening, folks. Christy's online. We'll start over here. Dennis? Sorry, you weren't prepared. Matt?
Yes.
Myself is a yes. Robbie?
Yes.
Doug?
Yes.
Diane?
Yes.
Teresa?
Yes.
And Christy? All right, thank you. Moving on, public comment. We invite anybody from the public to come up to the mic and be friends with the mic. Just state your name and your town, please.
Can you hear me now?
There you go.
So good evening. I just have a couple of things I wanted to kind of address with the board or make a comment on. The first one is I really appreciate the administration at the high school for how great their communication has been. Weekly updates, as well as they even do things in the future. I feel like my back is like towards all of you guys too. Maybe that doesn't matter, but and so I think that's a really great way to kind of also have the community come in and support all of our students that have games or drama or all of those things. So I think that's been really nice to see, an enhancement maybe to the previous communications. The other thing I just have is safety in the parking lots. Both I attend the middle school and high school on a pretty regular basis, and I think there could be a few more signs maybe to indicate that people should be pulling ahead a little more, because they kind of, I don't know why, think that the little spot is the only place that kids can get out, but I think that would help a lot of the flow. To have maybe a few more, a sign in a bucket is kind of what I was thinking, as well as maybe some more personnel out there to ensure that kids are safely exiting the parking lots and around vehicles and all the things. There sometimes gets two lines at the middle school as well, which I don't think is super safe with kids walking and all of the stuff. And there's no staff out at that space of drop off. So, and then my last kind of item, I'm sure I kind of have a minute or two, but It was I had reached out to the high school team because I don't know, some of you have had kids go through the district, and the boys' locker room at the high school is a 20, I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, 20 by 20 shower. And there were some of the kiddos that take showers in their bathing suits. They don't feel comfortable. And why don't we have stalls like the girls have? And I don't know, because I don't know. But my husband that went there 40-something years ago was like, oh, it hasn't changed. And so I reached out. I don't know, Marco, do you want to fill in a little bit on that? I don't want to take away.
It's your time, Laura. Go
All
for
right,
it. You're
so
good.
I had reached out, and Marco had responded before Christmas how there's shower curtains now. So, for the administration team to kind of take that concern from students seriously, and was it, I don't know, 3 or 4 shower curtains installed? Yeah.
Yeah, there's four shower stalls now.
Yeah,
that we created. Yep,
curtains in the boys.
Yep.
So it was one big open room, and the concern was taken so seriously that clear shower curtains were installed. Clear, you can see through them.
Yeah, they're not. That's not true. No,
They're black now.
they're black.
They weren't a week ago.
Yeah, that's because they were.
We
Yeah.
will look at that.
Great, thank you.
It's okay. We don't get public comment often, so thank you, Laura. I do appreciate that, and we will look into that for you. Anybody else from the public? All right. Moving on. Any petitions or communications this evening? No?
No, sorry. Kelly asked me a question.
Getting all confused tonight. And you're up, Marco.
All right.
Superintendent's report.
Yes. So I got a couple of different things for my report this evening. Really the big focus here is just introducing to everyone our student resource officer, Connor Pinkham. And so just to start, good evening, everyone, and thank you for a few moments to share the latest and greatest information for RSU4. I'd like to begin this evening by introducing our student resource officer, Connor Pinkham of the Androscoggin Sheriff's Department. He's right here. You can see he's got that nice jacket on that distinguishes him as a part of the Sheriff's Department. Connor has quickly become a trusted adult in our school community with his work primarily, but not exclusively, at the high school. Connor has assisted in home visits, student and staff emergency health situations, and traffic duty. Connor has worked hard to be with students in their natural settings by being present at lunches, dances, and maybe my favorite, being part of the halftime cheering routine at the football games. Connor has also been a valuable asset in his work with the district safety committee. His knowledge and experience have helped him form the group on our procedures during emergency situations. Currently, he is working with Director of Transportation Sheena Jordan to develop a bus safety presentation for all students. And I just want to take a moment to thank him for his hard work and dedication to the RSU to date. And so he's here, and if you guys want to talk to him, you're allowed to do that. You could say hello. Or not. It's totally. Yeah,
Right.
there. Nice job, Doug. Thanks.
Can I bother you to come up to the mic and be friends with it?
I just figured I'd say that I do greatly appreciate the opportunity to be able to work in the school with the kids here and be a part of this community. It's been a big learning curve. I jumped into it with no experience in being an SRO and being in a whole new environment. Like, I knew nobody from Sabatis area, like none. I knew nobody. And it's been kind of beneficial in some ways. I don't have any thoughts or preconceived notions about any of the people here. But at the same time, learning 1,500 names is proven to be quite the challenge. But we're getting through it. And any comments, concerns, questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. Available all the time.
Go ahead, Doug.
I do want to say out loud, the high school flow is amazing. Being able to have you out there, having the traffic to go through, it's very organized. So I know people probably said something, but just to hear it again, appreciate it, very appreciated.
Anybody else? Go ahead, Teresa.
I just appreciate what you do and your dedication working with the kids and the staff, and really appreciate your presence.
Thanks. It means a lot.
Anybody else? All right. Thank you for coming this
Yeah.
evening. I've been asking
Yeah, you.
to
yeah.
get you here, so appreciate that.
Yeah.
And that's not on you, and that's not on Marco. We
Yeah.
just had agendas that were so busy, so
And the
thank you
last
for
one
making the time.
I was able to come to ended up having one of the school dances that same night. So
Yeah, no worries. Yeah,
Mhm.
appreciate it, Connor. Thank you very
Thank
much
you.
for coming out. And you don't have to stick around, just so you know. It's okay. Yeah, it's all good. All right. Just in other news, it's full steam ahead with budget preparation. Sam and I have met with almost all of the directors and administrators to review their respective initial budgets. Please know that we are taking the board's goal of a 0% increase year over year seriously as we begin to pull all of the information together. I'd like to thank all of those involved with developing the budget and their efforts to date. Also, Principal John Springer and Director of Guidance Melissa Gagnon and I met with representatives from Lewiston Regional Technical Center yesterday to discuss the potential of a collaboration between Oak Hill High School and LRTC. The collaboration could lead to the establishment of a satellite program at Oak Hill. So we're just in the beginning steps of that and what it could look like, but we'll keep you posted on that. And finally, I'd like to update you on the strategic plan process for the school district. I've had the chance to visit with all of the school staff, school board, administration, and directors to begin the process. In consolidating the collective information, there are emerging themes. I have 2 more groups I'm going to meet with, parents and students, to round out the information, and once I have completed these steps, I'll be prepared to share the themes with you and our next steps moving forward. But just want to make sure you guys knew I didn't forget about it. All right? And that's my report for this evening. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you, Marco. Any comments or questions? All right. Our student rep report, Aspen.
Thank you. So for sports recently, this Rocco section.
Can you bring the mic a little closer?
Yeah.
I know. Thank you.
Yes. So a little bit of this is unfinished because I thought Rocco was going to be here, and I don't really know what happened. But so boys basketball has had a lot of success recently with a 5-game win streak for their team. And I know we also have a unified basketball game at the Augusta Civic Center on the 29th, which is like really nice to look forward to. And they're hoping for a lot of like student involvement in that event. Last night for our school's Poetry Out Loud competition, Olivia French won our competition, and she's going to compete in regionals in Lewiston on February 10th. And Oak Hill kids, I feel, often like do well in this, like make it to states and everything, which is pretty awesome. The drama club just finished their production of Six the Musical, which is a really great success this weekend. They'll also be hosting auditions for the one act soon for a show called Radium Girls, which will actually be student directed this year. The sophomores recently did their visit to LRTC, which is always very nice to see. I have a sister in her sophomore year, so I get to hear all about how LRTC involvement kind of inspires her thoughts about her future, which is just like amazing. I think like watching them all come back from it, like they're all talking about like what they want to do and what they learned, and like it's so kind of like corny to talk about, but like it really is true. Throughout the month of December, OHLA worked really hard to collect food and toys to donate to families in our community for this holiday season. This included collections at each school in the district, at Gowell Shop and Save, and at a toy drive in Sabattis. Overall, we were able to donate items to 55 families, including 120 children in the district. And we just want to extend our thanks to the community for your continued support, like through all of that. And of course, OHLA has also been planning Winter Carnival, which will take place from February 9th to the 13th this year, with dress-up days following the theme of fairy tales. And the dance will be held beforehand on the 7th so that it doesn't fall on Valentine's Day. FBLA is, of course, preparing for the State Leadership Conference in the spring. We're getting like competitive events sorted out soon, which is very exciting. And that also includes, for instance, preparing members to campaign for positions on the state board. Currently, 4 of the 7 positions on the main state board are held by Oak Hill students. So it's really nice to see like that impact of Oak Hill on like a larger level of like the involvement in main activities. speaking of, academic decathlon situation for our state competition has changed recently because all of the other academic decathlon teams from Maine have decided not to compete this year. That means that by default, Oak Hill's team qualifies to compete at the national competition in California. And we've already been fundraising for it.
25 years, but finally.
But even so, the team intends on traveling to MIT to compete against teams from Massachusetts, which I'm sure you'll hear about from Mr. Anderson soon enough. But it's not like, we just get the team gets like a free pass, but we're still working very hard to, compete in those events. And we recently competed in a regionals competition where even though only competing in I think 4 out of the 10 events, 14 individual medals were earned. So it's pretty awesome. And then as you'll hear shortly, the senior class has voted to have the senior trip be an overnight in Boston as well as at Canopy Lake Park. Senior finance and the senior class have been working hard to fundraise for this and for other important events. For instance, on Friday, many seniors participated in tagging at BIW to raise money for Project Grad, which is very successful, gathering almost $500 for just a few early hours of volunteering. That's all I have. I'd also, can I get an agenda at some point? I don't often get those. I just wanted to, put it out there. It's okay. It's all right. I don't need one today, but I just wanted to mention it.
I'm happy to make sure that you get one. That's not a problem whatsoever.
I appreciate it.
Sure, of course.
That's all.
Thank you, Aspen. And you did great. Rocco wasn't feeling well this evening.
I see. I didn't know. I was like, oh, he's okay.
Oh, I was going to ask Aspen, where are nationals this year?
California, I'm not sure where.
Garden Grove, California. Nice. Cool.
All right. And administrator's report.
Yeah, I have, they were in the packet, but I do have just a couple of highlights that I thought I'd read for everyone's enjoyment here. So just a couple of different items from each school. So Libby Tozier School is participating in the Winter Kids Games, Winter Games, where every student received a workbook and stopwatch to encourage healthy heart activities. They had a well-attended first grade winter concert, which was hosted in December with students singing songs about snow and winter weather. And we have a student teacher from Thomas College with the school, Addie Hart, who's been welcomed and working in a kindergarten classroom. She so happens to be a graduate of Oak Hill High School, so that's great. Happy to have her aboard. The Carrie Ricker School, couple highlights there. The school launched a Winter Stretch and Grow Challenge, offering optional at-home activities focused on independence and perseverance rather than traditional homework. Teachers continue professional book studies and new initiatives like reading buddies and expanded outdoor learning. Students across all grade levels have been strengthening problem-solving skills in math through geometry, time, and multi-digit computation. At the middle school, the school successfully hosted a well-attended winter festival and school assembly celebrating student achievements, including Student of the Month and Spelling Bee participants. An upcoming school dance is planned for January 30th, with proceeds supporting the 8th grade end-of-year field trip. The second quarter is concluding with students demonstrating strong effort, perseverance, and growth across all grade levels. And at the high school, the student voice team presented recommendations on improving traffic flow at lunch, which the leadership team is actively considering. Sophomores, as we heard from Aspen, attended, this is a career fair at Central Maine College to explore different career workshops. And the MELMAC committee hosted its second successful alumni panel where recent graduates shared their post-secondary journeys. So just some updates from the administrators. Appreciate their time putting those together for the packet.
All right, thank you. Any comments or questions from Marco? Go ahead, Robbie.
I have one. Marco, going back to your report on the LRTC collaborative, what sort of programs would we be with? Satellite programs?
Yeah. So it would be like a trades cluster. So essentially what it would be, Robbie, and again, this is all new, right?
Yeah.
So we haven't really got into the weeds with it yet. But essentially, what we'd be looking at are 4 major areas. We'd be looking at plumbing, electrical, woodworking, and small engine repair. Those would be like the quarterly themes.
So we would be taking outside students in?
That's correct. That's what we would be
Right.
looking to do.
Okay,
Yep.
great.
Offer it to the sending schools in the
Right.
area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
More spots.
Yeah. Well, it would be a combination of our kids along
Yeah.
with others from
Great.
sending schools. Yeah. So I'll keep you posted on it though.
Thank you.
All right, anybody else? Okay, moving on to our old business. 6.1, to approve in accordance with the investment authority provided under 20-A MRS. Is there supposed to be an A there? Or is it just MRS? Thought it was MRSA and other ones. Section 14912, the investment of available district funds. Yeah, nobody wants to listen to me. I don't either, Mike. Is it just MRS? Okay, thanks, Sam. To approve in accordance with the investment authority provided under 20-A MRS section 14912, the investment of available district funds through a CDARS program with Androscoggin Bank as follows. $500,000 for a 3-month term at an interest rate of 2.75%, and $500,000 for a 6-month term at an interest rate of 3.25%, and to authorize the superintendent to execute all documents and actions necessary to effectuate this investment in compliance with applicable law.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion. Go ahead, Dennis.
So, do these? Are these rates something that was locked in at the time of discussion and carried forward, or are they moving? And
Sam, do you mind just checking in on that for us?
They have been updated since the time of discussion, so they reflect a little bit of difference and about a $1,500 difference in the interest yield from that rate change.
So these rates here, 2.75 for the 3-month term, that is the adjusted interest rate?
Correct.
Oh, it was something different when
Yep.
we discussed it before. Okay.
Yep.
Any other questions? All right, I will go ahead, get started with roll call. We'll start with you, Dennis.
Yay.
Okay, Matt.
Yes.
Myself is a yes. Robbie,
Yes.
Doug,
Yes.
Diane,
Yes.
Teresa,
Yes.
Christy. Thank you. On to our new business, 7.1, to approve an overnight trip to the State Leadership Conference in Portland for the Oak Hill High School FBLA team on March 22nd through 24th, 2026.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion. They're here, yeah.
If you would like to have
Would
them come
you
up.
would you like to come up and I had a feeling.
Mrs.
somebody
Roy,
was here.
hello?
Hello.
Hello.
I'm just really here to answer questions. I provided information. Hopefully you all received it. It's the annual conference, the same one we've been doing for at least 30 years. I don't know, probably more than that. I do have a couple of students here too. I didn't realize they were going to be here tonight, but it's nice that they're here. Aspen and Sunny are both on our state board, so they could also give you some highlights from the conference if you had questions.
Any questions? Go ahead, Diane.
How many kids do you have involved?
58 going to the conference.
Any other questions? All right, we're going to start on this side this time. Teresa.
Yes.
Diane,
Yes.
Doug,
Yes.
Robbie.
Yes.
I'm a yes. Matt,
Yes.
Dennis,
Yes.
Christy. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good luck and have fun.
Thanks.
Thanks, Angela. Appreciate your time.
7.2 to approve an overnight trip for the senior class trip on May 30/31, 2026.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion. All right, so we have some,
We've got friends with us,
yes, some friends with us this evening.
Jude and Sunny.
Oh, you
Welcome.
saved us. I was gonna introduce us. But
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay. No, and Aswin is also a part of like senior leadership, being on the senior finance committee. And
Can you pick up the mic?
Yes. Unfortunately, she's not here, but Abby Perry put this together. Okay.
Oh, we have a presentation?
Yeah.
All right.
This is our presentation for the senior class trip. First, we had 4 different options. One was Six Flags, another one was Canopy Lake, one was White Rafting, and Apex Entertainment. And then we narrowed it down by voting.
So around like half, a little over half. Oh, I'm on a different slide right now. Okay. So about half or so of the senior class voted, and we decided to do like a mixture of everything. So we kind of combined with Trip 4. As you can see up there, you can kind of see a pie chart of the distribution, and it seems like most of the people that responded are planning on attending. So hopefully we'll get a nice turnout.
So day 1 we'll leave Oak Hill in the morning and arrive at Canopy Lake. We will stay all afternoon, and then we will head to a hotel near Boston. And we'll check in and get in the rooms by 11 p.m. Day 2, we will eat breakfast and check out by 10 a.m. And then we'll head to Apex Entertainment. After that, we'll go to the mall and head home around 5 p.m.
So more of like a better breakdown of the event's travel. So more specifically on day 1, which would be May 30th, we are going to leave. Oh, should I wait till it goes back, or do you just want me to continue? Okay. We would be leaving at Oak Hill High School at 8 a.m. to arrive at Canopy around 10 a.m. We'd stay around till 6 and then head to a hotel near Boston, check in, and hopefully we'll have everybody in by 11 p.m. So everybody should be taped in the room. So on day 2, I don't know if we're doing that. That's just what FBLA does. So on day 2, we would be eating breakfast and then checking out at 10 a.m. to head to Apex Entertainment, which is just a combination of a lot of like arcade games. I think there's bowling. I think we go into this a little bit. Yeah, go-karts.
Yeah, don't forget the go-karts. Yep.
Can't forget the go-karts. And then after, we would be settling down with visiting Natick Mall, and then hopefully getting home around 4-ish. So hopefully we would not have to buy dinner, but if not, there is a lot of food options at the mall.
We were planning on taking a coach bus, which fits 56. The cost of the coach bus was fundraised for, so will not contribute to the overall cost of the trip.
One second. We don't have the Zoom, Stephanie. Do we still have YouTube? Okay. Thank you. Sorry, guys.
No, it's okay.
Go ahead.
So we've already had a couple of people say they were going to chaperone. Of course, Miss Finn, Mr. Carney, Mr. Fernald, Miss Stubbs, and Miss Howlett. So I think we only need around 5-ish, but I know that others have mentioned that they would be willing to if others backed out.
For food, lunch and dinner will be provided on the first day. Breakfast and lunch will be provided on the second day. Potentially dinner, depending on the time.
So for hotel and overnight, so we'd like to stay, as we mentioned, a hotel. It would be 3 to 4 students, but I know we've mentioned having less students, but you'd be willingly taking on a more expensive trip if you're having a single room. Everybody, like I mentioned, will be in the rooms by 11 p.m. and hopefully be checked out for 10 a.m. to go to Apex Entertainment the next morning.
At Canopy Lake, we would spend time from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. at the park on the first day, which is May 30th. We would leave Oak Hill in the coach bus. Canopy Lake has attractions like roller coasters, water parks, arcades, and they offer food and souvenirs. Tickets are about $50 per person, with students being responsible for any additional money for souvenirs or snacks. We would leave around 6 p.m. and head to the hotel in Boston.
So Apex Entertainment, I know we kind of mentioned what would be there. So we would be getting there around 11 a.m. We mentioned bowling, multi-level go-kart track, laser tag, bumper cars, mini golf, large arcade, ropes course, and sports simulation. Prices may vary on the activity, but an average estimate cost would be $30 to upwards of $70, depending on what activities you'd like to add on to your experience. And we'd be staying for a couple of hours and would hopefully be leaving by 2:30 p.m. to go to Natick Mall.
At the Natick Mall, we would go there directly from Apex Entertainment. It's about a 30-minute ride. Natick Mall gives seniors the opportunity to hang out with friends, shop, and get food. It has 2 floors of stores and fun for seniors to enjoy. We would spend about an hour here until 4 p.m. getting back on the bus and heading back to school.
So final pricing, depending on fundraising efforts continued throughout the year, it would be around $300 per person, and prices include 4 to 5 meals, depending on if we're doing dinner the last day, admission into Canopy Park, Apex Entertainment, and a hotel stay. As we kind of mentioned before, there's a lot of options on this trip, so seniors have the option to pay more for additional accessories, like having a hotel room to yourself, or at Apex Entertainment, or just shopping at the mall in general. And they'd also be responsible for all their own spending money, so if they wanted to add that to Apex Entertainment, our class would not be covering for that. That is all we have. If you have any questions, we are more than happy to answer them.
All right, thank you. Any question? Do we have Christy back?
She is back, though. Is that correct, Stephanie? Okay, great.
Can you confirm, Christy? Because we're going to do roll call.
She's answering me right now.
Yeah. Frozen.
It keeps kicking her off. She votes yes.
All right.
All right, we'll take the rest of the vote. We may have to see if that's valid or not, Sam, afterward. Teresa,
Yes.
Diane,
Yes.
Doug,
Yes.
Robbie.
Yes.
I'm a yes. Matt,
Yes.
Dennis. Not that you need Christy's vote, but we want to make sure that if it's valid, we do capture it. But if it's not, then have fun.
Thank
You
you.
are free to go.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming, guys. Appreciate it. Keep me posted if you need another chaperone. I went last year. It was fun.
All right, moving on. They are supposed to be on video. I thought so.
Okay.
So for the minutes, we'll probably just. It's already.
Maybe I'm back. Maybe I'm gone again.
Yep. Abstain. Thank you. All right, 7.3, Kelly Gilzow, Sabatis Recreation Garden Club.
Can you hear me without me touching it?
No, you probably should
Probably
pick it
not.
up.
You're probably
Can you
better.
s-
Yeah.
That's much
Okay.
better. Yep.
My name is Kelly Gilzo Stoll, and I am from Sabatis Rec Garden Club. But I'm going to bring up my two teammates because I have teammates. So Lily and Olivia, would you stand with me and introduce yourselves?
Hi, everyone. My name is Lily. I own a company called Seeds to Smiles. I do garden design, consultation, and installation work for schools. And Kelly sort of brought me on board a couple months back. And I'm excited to work on the garden design and to help talk to teachers about how they can bring their kids outside and what some of the curriculum overlap might look like, and to just get the whole community's input on what they want this garden to be like. So, yeah, thanks for having me.
Hi, my name is Olivia Kunish. I work for Kennebec Valley Council of Governments. For those who aren't familiar with what a COG is, we're a regional planning organization. I work specifically for the communities in Kennebec, Somerset, and Western Waldo County, which obviously Sabatis and Wales are not, but Litchfield is, which is kind of where we're talking about. But I'm the environmental coordinator there, and so I've been working the last year and a half under a grant to bring composting to schools in our region. So that's kind of where I tie into this project.
So much. Thank you. In your packets, I saw that you do have a copy. I have extra copies, and it is not going to go up online, right? Because I don't want to just keep disconnecting. Yeah, on the other side? Okay. Awesome. So for those of you who are new to the board who might not know, the Sabatis Rec Garden Club was established 2-3 years ago now at Sabatis Primary School in 2022. Well, really 23, we implemented our first year with pre-K to second graders. Those pre-K to second graders are now third and fourth graders at Carrie Ricker. So with the move, the closure of Sabatis Primary, part of the garden is going to be established with Sean and Marco's help between and on the access road between Libby Tozier and Carrie Ricker. So with this presentation, that's the first picture that you see in the orange square is our identified plot. So we are growing to Litchfield. Growing was a graduate research opportunity, but growing is our garden. Teachers will, just as they did prior, they'll have 2 ways to participate. Traditional in the classroom ag lessons, where a facilitator comes and focuses on the lesson and to maintains the garden. That's where Lily comes into play a lot with the design and working with the teachers and the students to create this space to not only be raised garden beds, but an outdoor classroom, which is huge. And that's the second piece where the teachers might not have it in their capabilities or their capacities to be able to really dedicate time to this garden. It wasn't on their list when they signed up in September. So we're excited to bring it, but we don't want it to be a nuisance. So just outdoor space, but signing up and making sure. So that's your page 2, and that's how teachers and classes will get to sign up. And page 3, because it's supposed to have a link there. But with this comes more than just me. And of course, you met part of the team. Thank you so much again. And as we build through, there are years of experience, and then the next component of where Sabatis Rec Garden Club is going, which is to grow with your district. Just like the garden was created as a graduate research opportunity, I somehow like to continue to learn, and so I'm in a fellowship to be part of the main farm to school institute, which will expand our lease at the early farm to include that second oranged area, an acre of land. Half of the acre will be dedicated to growing grain, to have a farm to school to public community pizza party. So we'll be growing grain and introducing students to the process of how grain is grown, how it is then harvested, milled, and made into crust for a party. And so super, super excited. The other half will be local procurement for vegetables and produce, not only to our RSU4 district, in hopes to reach other schools in the area. But what we're going to be doing is implementing what's called the Main Harvest of the Month Club. So starting in February, aligned with, I think it was the Winter Carnival, we'll be coming to the cafeterias to celebrate Maine root vegetables. So what the students and staff will get to do is participate in a taste testing event where they'll taste test different root vegetables, see what they like, see what they don't like. The intent is that it introduces vegetables or fruits to students that they wouldn't normally have. And so the team that we have will be coming out and doing that. It won't add anything to your teachers or to your staff at this point. We'd love to see the foods being made into the cafeterias, which Sean is doing with the staff now. So good stuff happening. And then we extend out on page, I want to say it was probably 6 or 7, but it's the summer programming one. And so as the garden grows, it doesn't end in the summer. And we want your students, grades 9 through 12, to come and be part of this growing. So in collaboration with the UMaine Cooperative Extension, we get to creatively offer 3 different types of agriculture-based learning. So from farm stand entrepreneurship, field maintenance and data tracking, and learning through service, which is gleaning. Students who are interested in participating not only could earn academic credit for their participation, but can also, we were approved for the Maine Career Exploration participation, so they could potentially earn a stipend for up to 75 hours of their time. So if you have a student, and I'm speaking to the world, the intraweb, I don't know where it's coming at me from, but sign your kid up. It's a great opportunity to get their hands dirty, to earn academic credit. We'll be working with Miss Melinda and John Springer to be able to put their reflections into learning. So super, super excited, and who can't beat 75 hours of paid time? And then all of the experience and all of the hands that make it work. It's not just me, but again, the team that we have at the University Cooperative Extension, team at Early Farms, and our gleaning will go back to the backpack program, which is what we did in October. So students have a live QR code form in hopes to be able to sign up and start that so that we can get everything up and going so that we have some idea on what hands are. But I would love to answer any questions if you have them. I didn't cry, guys. This is huge. So thank you. It is good. I'm a crier.
Oh, okay. I was like, whoa, are we
Yes.
intimidating?
I just more of a comment. A great presentation. I'm very excited about all of this. Thank you to all the teams and partners, and it's a great experience for kids. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes.
Kelly, when are the students going to know that they can get into that program?
If we're able to get it distributed, as soon as a student signs up, we'll be reaching out to them to discover. One, I would have to connect to see if they are in academic need first,
Right.
because that's the first component, and how that would look. But then the second piece would be is if they fall between the age ranges of
Yep.
16 to 24, we connect them with the Maine Exploration Program so
Great.
that we can get them paid.
Okay, great.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah,
And,
just Sean has been working hard with
Yes.
Kelly, and Kelly presented last meeting at the Finance and Facilities subcommittee meeting, and I just it's just such important work. I appreciate obviously your expertise and also you guys being here too, and just supporting our students and programming. I wanted the board to hear all of the work that's going on, because it's just a very important community partnership. I mean, it's what we do, is to make sure that kids have opportunities out there. So I thank you, Kelly, for that, and thank you for coming.
Thank you so much for having me and for allowing us to grow.
I
Okay.
have one more question.
Oh, yes.
How do, I guess, when I'm at homeschool kids, how are they going to find out about it?
Yeah. So I'm going to divert. So This would be available to just RSU4 students at this time. So homeschool students have an opportunity similar like this, but not in ag, in other industries elsewhere, always. And so the main career exploration program is huge. It's a huge opportunity that I would encourage other employers to reach out to pull in the opportunity. Yep.
Okay.
I can, yes. So I have, if you have a homeschooler who would be interested, you could provide them with my contact information. I could help get them connected.
Okay.
That's a good answer. Good job. Okay, yes. Any other last minute questions? Thank you again.
All right, thank you.
Thank you guys for being here. Appreciate it.
All right, moving on to our committee reports. We have 9.3 Personnel Policy Committee.
Christy
Usually
was
Christy.
going to give the date. You sure? Because if not, I can do it, or I can call on Matt or Diane. I'll call on Diane.
I think Diane would be the vice in that scenario.
Oh, yeah. Are you the vice chair in that committee?
No, I'm the chair of the other committee.
I can do it. Okay, I'll do it. I'll do it for you guys. So the committee reviewed 3 policies this evening: a nepotism policy, cell phone policy, and grants. Thank you. I appreciate that, Diane. The grants policy. And so, we just had a general discussion to start, as they're the first time that we're looking at these policies. I have a fair amount of work to do in regards to procuring feedback in regards, especially to the cell phone policy, and just where that will go as far as administration, teachers, students, and parents are concerned. So more to come on that, but those are the 3 major policies that we spoke about this evening. Anything else, Diane? Matt? No? Okay. That's all good. All right.
Any questions for the committee?
These are going to be newly formed policies?
One will be, Dennis, yes. So the nepotism policy and the grants policy, we're just looking to review those and make some minor changes. Those would come before the board, obviously. But then a new policy, I would say it's sort of new in the sense we have an electronic use policy, at the board level, and then we have procedures within our schools to address cell phones specifically. There was a law that was passed last year that says that we have to have a specific cell phone policy. So this will be a new policy that's coming forward. You're welcome, no problem.
Any other questions? All right, just realized we are missing. Oh, there it is. No, we're not missing anything. We did good. Board comments. Have at it. Go ahead, Robbie.
I know, Marco, you and I talked about this, but Oak Hill's having their 50th anniversary in September. I'm not sure of the date, but I didn't know if we were going to be doing something to commemorate.
Yeah, Robbie, and I appreciate you bringing this up because it is something that we need to make sure that we're addressing, right, in a positive way. Like, it's the 50th graduating class in May, but then next year would be the 50th anniversary of the school itself. So yes, I mean we need to do something about that. I have not taken steps to form a committee, but I appreciate you bringing it back up because it's a good reminder that I need to take care of that. So I appreciate that, Robbie.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Anybody else? Quiet bunch this evening. All right, thank you.
Looking at their watches.
Yeah. A little inside joke. We already went over our future meetings. That is it then. Without objection, I declare the meeting adjourned. 7:20 p.m. Thank you, everybody.